This is the Office Memo, where we talk about podcasting for businesses. Branded podcast, internal podcast, and recruitment podcast, but social business and digital transformation will be passing by. Everything you need to create a better engagement with your employees and generate a lasting connection with your customers and clients. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Office Memo. Today we have a very special guest, David Holland from Results Rules OK. David has 20 years experience as a business coach and happened to be my coach. So welcome, David, and maybe you can introduce yourself.
Good morning. Yeah, I need to get a company with an easier name to say by the sound of it. The Results Rules OK. Thank you for having me on the call. Yes, we've been in the coaching business for 20 years. I say we, it's Lynn, my boss, my wife, as you know, and John, our eldest son, works with us as well. And yeah, based in Luxembourg, offices over in the UK as well. And yes, my goodness, 20 years. It seems like only 20 minutes ago. But anyway, thank you for reminding me.
I am very sorry, but 20 years as a business coach, you must have met so many interesting people and learned so much as well. So 20 years is a long time to be a business coach.
We're in the people business, I think. This is one thing about coaching. I mean, I'm sort of similar to yourself, I think, and maybe people listening in. Most people are in the people business at some level, and so yeah, we've met and worked with, and we have friends and colleagues in a variety of countries and backgrounds. It's been a ride, and they're still going strong. By the way, still going strong.
Yeah, and you also do workshops, right?
Yeah. Zoom ones during COVID, but now increasingly live sort of stage workshops, as I call them. And we're over in the UK and Luxembourg, and I think Macedonia as well over in July, I think, this year.
Wow.
Doing one over there. So yeah, back on stage now, which is really good. Nice to go and see people in a room rather than just on a screen.
Yeah. So today I wanted to talk about business coaches and podcasting, of course, because that's what we talk about on this podcast. So what are the main issues that business coaches face when it comes to marketing?
Gosh, how long have we got? I think one of the challenges with coaching when we started this 20 years ago, if you went to a networking event or a conference or something, and somebody says, what do you do? And I'd say I'm a business coach, and they go, wow, that's really interesting. Tell me more, explain how that works, and they're intrigued by it. Now, 20 years later, if you go to the same networking event and you say you're a business coach, people go, oh, another one, and they just wander off and leave you to it because it has grown exponential growth within the coaching world. So I think the main challenge for business coaches and life coaches, the variety of flavors of coaches that are out there, is this differentiation. Why people know about coaching now, it's entered sort of mainstream. How do they differentiate themselves? What is unique and special about them? And that's one of the challenges with marketing is to demonstrate that individuality or knowledge and experience and personality such that it attracts people that resonate with that message. So I think that uniqueness is a real challenge. And the other one, I think there's two, is when people do get traction and they do get busy with clients or events and workshops, they stop doing their marketing. They're very busy on marketing to get clients. When they get clients, they stop marketing. And then when the client contract or booking, comes to an end or tapers off, whatever it is, they're back on the marketing and trying to get some more clients again. So I think consistency is a real challenge for professionals, not just coaches, but professionals not being able to keep that marketing, even when they're real busy, keeping the marketing running in the background for themselves as well.
So you were talking about setting yourself apart from the rest, and consistency is also one very important part in marketing. So how do you do that as a business coach?
I think what I've learned is that over the years, and we found this out with people that we work with, that actually they buy from us because of us, our personality, our knowledge, our background, our style of delivery, all this sort of thing as it goes along. So I think, and I think this applies to other coaches and professionals as well, is it's not the knowledge that we have, whether I'm a qualified or whatever it was on my particularly my background, it's how I show up. It's how I appear on stage, on networking, on video, on social media. I think it's personality. So I put some content out there and it reflects what we're doing in the business. It reflects what we're doing in the back garden and the renovating the cottage. We talk about the dogs and travel and all sorts of things. And I think what it does, people get a picture in their mind of the type of people we are first, and then they decide, well, okay, if coaching's something they're interested in, or business growth and development, this type of thing, if they resonate with us onto a personal level, personality level, they're more likely to reach out and go, well, I've heard about you guys. Let's have a coffee and a chat, see if we can do something together. So I think in terms of being different, this sort of differentiation out there, it starts with personality, not particularly. My experience would be about how wonderful we are and how many qualifications we've got and all this sort of thing. I think it's just personality driven is the key one. And then from a consistency point of view, it's just keep allocating time in the schedule to do the marketing regardless of everything else. And that has to maintain a real priority.
So you're saying that your personal brand and therefore also your voice is one of the important parts of, attracting clients and showing what you can do. So in your opinion, could a podcast contribute to the marketing of a business coach?
Absolutely, because I think it is. There's the voice, the stories that people tell. You can tell a lot about people from their voice, in a good way. Everybody's used to visual representation, videos and photographs and images, and they can be very easily staged with lighting and all that sort of thing. You can make, even I can look gorgeous with a filter on. But I think if people are talking into a microphone over a period of time, you can't mask that. You get maybe a more genuine personality because you can mask for a few seconds, but if you're talking about a subject, you get a real feel for that person, and it makes it accessible for people to listen into and to literally tune in to the people out there and put your story out there. So I would think so, because we're all about stories. We're in the storytelling business as well, and that's what attracts people to us. And I guess podcasting is the way to go for that.
So the intimacy that you can achieve with a podcast could be really important for a business coach to show how engaged they are with their audience and to show their feelings towards their audience. And also with a podcast, you can, of course, use that in your marketing
Mm-hmm.
in various ways. And you just mentioned video, for example. You can use the recording of a podcast and put it on YouTube as a video
Yeah.
as well. And you can reuse different parts of the episode on your social media. So would that be something that a business coach be able to use in their marketing? Is that something valuable?
I think so, because one of the feedback that I've received over the years is when the people either see social media, video, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it is, they see what we do, they hear what we do, and then normally the first time we meet with a client or a prospect or somebody's interested in what we do, it's either going to be on a workshop or a seminar or a conference, or maybe it's going to be in a one-to-one meeting over a coffee. And what I think it does is when I meet with people, they tell me, this is exactly what I expected. I've sort of got to know you and your style, your voice, your tonality, and your personality over the last few weeks or months, whatever it is. So when we meet, there's no surprises. People do say to me, I thought you'd be taller. But anyway, I sort of can't fix that. But no, if they get to know us, me, what we do, how we do it, personality-wise, and also we're in coaching is a vocal-based relationship. We had to tune into people's voice as well. So if they get to know my voice, good or bad, then at least there's no surprises there. And they have that level of comfort and rapport before I meet them. So I think this having audio and video to a degree as well. But audio, we tune into it, we know what we're going to get, and we warm to people's voices. When we do meet them and start to work with them, there's no surprises, no shock. So it really is a relationship builder, I think. So absolutely, I think the audio and the video, as you say, it's a key way of building, a relationship before you've met with people.
Yeah, it will build trust already before you even meet the people in person or have a first conversation with them. You can already build that trust by sharing these stories, and sometimes even personal stories, to show a little bit about yourself.
The voice is one thing. And the thing, of course, as well, I guess, as you know, is it's not just how you say, how you phrase things, but you've got to have something to say as well. I do see this. There's a lot of coaches out there everywhere. Some are doing fabulous work, and they're very different, unique, and special, doing great work, which is fabulous. There are others, as there are in every sector, where they just keep regurgitating other people's, motivational talks or ideas or principles and sound bites. Doesn't add any value. I think people want to hear what their take on life and the world is, what their view is, what their takeaway is, how they can help people, what's unique, and keep it really special. Because I avoid, for example, politics and religion in anything that I talk about, obviously rightly so. But when there's things around business development or growth and team and people and experiences, I'm reasonably clear. I give my thoughts and my views on things that I don't upset anybody, I hope, but they let people know how I think and what I do. So have a story, be prepared to tell your story. We're all unique. So having a nice voice is one thing, but having something that's useful to say as well, obviously is a big help.
Yeah, definitely. So if people would want to reach you, how can they reach you? What way is a good way for them to make contact with you? Is it via LinkedIn or a workshop?
Yeah, the answer is yes to all the. I'm very easy to find. LinkedIn, David Holland MBA. LinkedIn is fine. And my email address, davidholland@resultsrulesok.com. Or you can just find us on the website at resultsrulesok.com. And again, I don't bite. There's no injections or anything like that. It's all very painless. And if anybody would like to have a conversation, a virtual coffee or a real coffee, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Meet up, have a chat, then happy to book something in, and you can meet the face behind the voice.
Yeah, exactly. Behind the voice. Okay, David. Well, thank you so much for this conversation. And I will catch you on a different time when we have a coaching session.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Lila.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Many thanks for listening. We hope you liked the episode. If you want to start a podcast with our assistance, please feel free to contact us at info@lagerservices.com. Until next time.